Cindy and Donna, hello.
Hello.
You, but you can hear me. At least you're supposed to be able to hear me. Yeah. Well, we're going to start in a second. If you have a block, we're going to use a block. Otherwise, no block is fine. We're going to be live. All right. Hello, it's Doug. I'm back, and we're live. We're going to be live every Friday at 1 o'clock from here on out until we can get back in the studio. 45-minute class. If you have a block, go ahead and grab the block and use it. A skinnier block is fine. A rolled up towel can substitute as a block, or you don't have to have a block at all. Stand on your feet and get into a plie position on your mat. Feet are pivoted out a little bit. Just like we've done many times before, we're just going to kind of warm up the legs by bending and straightening. Keep the hip joints externally rotated, and then rest the hands on the knees. Draw the shoulder blades down, make your neck longer, draw the belly in, and I'm not asking you to take the natural curves out of the spine, but make sure you're not rounding or arching in the low back. So we're going to inhale, arch the back, lift up the tail feathers, and lift up the chest, and bring it forward. Exhale, round the spine, and lengthen the spine as you round the entire spine. And again, we're going to inhale, arch the back. Chest slides forward and up. Exhale, draw the belly in deep and round the back as you tuck the pelvis and let the head drop. And inhale, arch. Shoulder blades stay down at all times. Exhale, round. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Then come to a nice, straight, and neutral spine again. Inside your body, lengthen the spine as much as it'll go. And we're going to do a little twist. We'll exhale, rotate the rib cage to the left. Bring your head and look behind you and up. Inhale back to center. And exhale, rotate the other way. Inhale to center. First time it will feel a little tight. As we continue this, we're going to feel like we're loosening up a little bit. So feel free to go a little more into that twist as we move along. And one more time each side. And last one. And then twist. So we'll gently thrust the pelvis forward as we round the back, and we'll just kind of roll ourselves up to standing. And bring the legs in a little closer together, about shoulder width apart. So going into side stretch, side bend, we'll bring our left arm up and just lift and lower the shoulder blade a few times. Let's allow the shoulder blade to stay down. We'll firm up the belly, inhale, side stretch to the right. We'll exhale, come out of it, gracefully switch arms. Now we're going to lift and lower the right shoulder blade a few times. And it's better to allow it to stay down. Inhale, side bend. And exhale, come back. We'll just move the arms gracefully with no stopping point. And we'll inhale as we go into our side bend. And exhale, come out of it. One more time this way. And one more time the other way. And come out. You bring the legs a little closer together. We're going to do a little more twisting, and I'm going to talk you through it first. So what I want you to do is keep your knees bent a little bit. So as you twist to the right, you're going to bring your left arm forward, your right arm back, and look behind you. And then come back to the center and switch arms and reach those arms out really long. I'm going to go a little faster. Just keep going at this speed, following your breath, or if you want to go faster still, you can just let the arms swing like this. Now the arms are out of it, and the rib cage is leading the twist. The legs are strong, and your arms are just following the laws of motion. And a few more times. And let's relax. Nicely done. Okay, standing on one leg. I'm going to stand off of my mat because I have a squishy mat. Go ahead and place that right foot into the floor. Keep the standing knee bent a little bit. And then lift up our left knee. Okay, I have a little box right here for the microphone. It's kind of impeding my knee lift. But bring your knee up as high as it'll go. And then we're going to ride a bicycle forward. Make it a kind of a big bicycle, make it a big circle, take up a lot of real estate. Good, bring the knee up. Now we're going to ride backwards. Let me make a little correction here. See, if you fall down, just get back on the horse. And we'll pause here. Now the knee is level with the hip joint. We're going to just make a neat circle. So let's go up and to the outside. There's one. Feel free to cross your midline. And 3. And 4. And we're going to go the other way. So we're at 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And relax. We're done with that side. So, as you know, the other side's going to be different. Let's see how it does. Lift up the right knee, a little higher. Ride the bicycle forward. Pause at the top. We'll ride backwards now. Good. So the knee's right out in front of the hip joint. Let's circle up and out. Try not to bring your hips into the rotation. Just get that femur bone moving inside the hip joint. There's 3. And 4. Let's go the other way. And there's 1. And 2. Keep going, don't mind me. And 3. And last one. And relax. So every time I mess up, I'm messing up everybody in our studio audience, and whenever they mess up, they mess me up. So I'm going to blame them. We are going to go down to the mat. Let's see. Let's all face this way. Walk to the front of the mat. Take your inhale. Exhale, 1, roll down. Let the knees bend, let the arms dangle, let the head drop. Take an extra breath right here before we come all the way down. And then come to all fours. We're going to come to sitting. Any way you want to come to sitting is fine. I'm going to go the seated cross-legged version. Cross the ankles over and glide back until you're sitting. If that doesn't work for your knees, just swing your legs around. We're all going to scooch a little bit forward on the mat. Make sure your block is nearby, if you have one. Knees slightly bent, heels on the floor. Tall, straight spine, arms forward. Instead of this, it's this. The arms are connected into the shoulder joints. Take your inhale. Exhale, one long, slow exhale. We're going to slowly roll all the way down to the mat. Keep that belly scooped in. As the rib cage comes down, inhale. Circle the arms around and find your home position. So we're going to do what I call low V position and high V position. Arms alongside the body, knees are bent, feet on the floor, legs lined up with the hip joints, neutral spine. Walk your fingers out halfway out to the side. Take your arms out to the side along the floor. This is the low V. So if I looked at you from above, you're an upside down letter V. Palms are down. Now take your right hand behind your head. Leave your left hand on the floor right where it is. Lengthen out your spine in your own body. Lengthen out your spine. You'll flatten the belly a little bit. Firm up the belly muscles. As you exhale, lift into a chest lift and twist to the left so you're looking at your left hand. Inhale, come back down. Again, no movement in the legs. Exhale, lift and twist. Inhale, back down. 2 more to go. And 1 more to go. I know this is easy, but we're warming up. We're progressing to harder and harder exercises. And come back down. And switch arms. Left hand behind the head or right palm down on the floor, halfway out to the side. Firm up your center. Exhale, lift and twist. Look at your right hand. Inhale, back down and twist. The twisting happens because the rib cage is leading it. It's not the arm or the elbow that's leading it. And back down. And exhale, lift. And inhale, back down. One more time. And back down. Now we're going to take our right hand behind the head again. Our left arm is now going to go into the high V position. So it goes overhead out to the side, about a 45-degree angle, and the palm is up. We firm up our center. Now, when we exhale and lift, we do exactly the same move, and our eyeballs look at the floor where our left hand used to be, and inhale back down. And because of the position of your left arm, it's a little harder. Exhale, lift and twist. Inhale back down. 2 more to go. Don't let the pelvis move. Don't let the legs move. And one more time. And inhale back down. We'll switch the arms. The left hand behind the head. Right arm in high V. Get your center all firm. And exhale, lift and twist. Look at the floor where your right hand used to be. And inhale, come back down. And exhale, lift. And inhale, back down. And lift. And lower. One more time. Lift. And lower. Very nice. Relax. Changing it up. Going on to what we usually do. We'll start with our pelvic curl, our first shoulder bridge. If you have a block or a rolled up towel, put it between your knees. I like to have the block the skinny way, but you might like to have it the wider way, the medium width. So your call, whatever your body likes. Again, deep inside your body, make your spine longer. This is going to be all about spinal articulation. So you inhale first. Exhale, scoop the belly and lift the sacrum up first. And then push your feet into the floor and just float those hips up. Your spine should be like a string of pearls, really sleepy. Inhale at the top with everything in a straight line. Exhale, slowly lower. Come down one vertebra at a time. Inhale at the bottom. Here's that little pelvic rock. And then we exhale the little pelvic rock the other way, and we float back up. Each foot, each leg pushing into the mat equally. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly lower. Sacrum comes down last. As you inhale, take the arms up. We're going to do it without the arms. One more time. Exhale, tuck, belly scooped. Push the feet into the floor. Glutes and hamstrings working. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly lower. And inhale at the bottom. Grab onto your legs and assist your legs as they both come up to tabletop, and then wiggle around so your lower spine feels like it's getting longer along the mat. Use your belly muscles to press the low back into the floor. Arms out to the side in an airplane position, palms up. As you inhale, the hips twist or pivot toward your camera. As you exhale, I should say your screen. I have the camera. Exhale back to the middle. Inhale away from your screen. And exhale to the middle. Keep that low back from arching at all times. You keep drawing the belly in. That lower spine is twisting. You don't want it arching. Inhale out to the side. Exhale to center. We have 2 more to go. One more each side. Keep the opposite shoulder down as you twist. And exhale to the middle. And we'll do one more. Inhale out away from your screen. And exhale, come back to center. Now leave the legs there, but grab onto your legs and just support the legs as you lower them both down. Back to your home position for the legs. Hands behind the head, getting ready for a chest lift. Now lengthen your spine along the mat. Take your inhale, and as you exhale, lift the head and the chest. Keep everything very long. Pause, inhale, and exhale, slowly lower. And inhale at the bottom without relaxing. Again, exhale, lift. Pause, inhale. Exhale, lower. And just almost hover right here. Take your inhale. Exhale, up. Pause, inhale. Exhale, slowly lower. And inhale, we're going to add on that twist. Exhale, lift. Now stay lifted. Pause and inhale. Exhale. It's the rib cage that twists toward your screen. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist away from your screen. And inhale to center. The arms and the elbows, they just follow along for the ride. Let's leave them out of it. No need to reach the elbow across your midline. Back to the center. One more twist toward your screen. Inhale back to center. One more twist away from the screen. Now inhale back to center, get a little bit higher. Take an extra breath, a little bit higher. Now stay long as you exhale and come down. If you're using a block, go ahead and grab the block. Let's set the block aside. We're going to do our leg circles with our arms in the air. We're not going to hold on to anything. Now your arms can be soft. Doesn't matter what your arms are doing. Left leg, long and straight along the floor. Point the left foot and gently press that left leg into the floor. Now bring the right knee into the chest and then straighten the right leg up to the ceiling. We'll go ahead and keep both feet pointed. Our job is to hold our hips and our waistline very, very still. We're going to take a slow circle to the inside, make a full circle as big as you want, and pause at the top. Now we're going to go a little faster. And we always pause at the top. Again, if your hips are rocking around, engage the belly muscles more or make a smaller circle. One more. And pause. Just straighten out that leg. Let's go the other way slow. You decide how big your circle's going to be. Pause. A little faster. And pause again. And pause. 3 more. The low back wants to arch. Don't let it arch. Last one. Pause. Bend the knee. Get that knee really close to your chest. And then take the right leg long along the floor. Other side. Knee to chest first. Left leg very straight. Slow circle to the inside. Keep co-contracting here the whole time. A little faster. And pause again. And pause. Try to make it a nice smooth circle. And pause. 2 more. And last one this way. And pause. Other direction. Nice and slow. Good. Pause. A little faster now. And pause again. And pause again. And pause again. And pause. One more. And pause. Bend the knee close to the chest. And then the leg long along the floor. Arms overhead. One big inhale for a full body stretch. And exhale. Bring the arms down along the side. Knees bend. Home position. Getting ready for another bridging exercise. We inhale first and we exhale. Tuck the pelvis. The spine peels up. Let's talk about our body. You want to try to be in a straight line. You have hip creases right here. These hip creases are open. They're letting in the light. The sacrum is lifted up. The pubic bone is lifted up. The hip bones are lower than the pubic bone. All right, now don't lose what you have. Just exhale and lift up the right leg. Just keep the knee joint the same. Just keep it bent. Inhale, return the foot to the floor. Exhale, lift the left leg. Inhale, return the foot to the floor. And right leg up. And lower. And left leg up. And lower. And right leg up. And lower. And left leg up. And lower. One more time each side. Last one. And lower. Now just stop right here. What happened to your body? Did this drop or did it stay lifted? One more inhale. Exhale, one vertebra at a time. Knees to chest. A quick break. Move around if you like. Okay, now let's take hands behind the head. So we're going to lift up to a chest lift again and hold that. Remember to keep the spine long. And then one leg at a time to tabletop. Now I want you to bring your left knee in a little closer and straighten that right leg. So the feet are essentially lined up with each other. Keep this belly scooped in, lift the right leg up, and then lower the right leg again, and switch the legs. The left leg is out long. Lift the leg up, lower it again, and switch the legs. We'll go a little faster. Exhale, inhale, lift, exhale, lower, inhale, switch. Exhale, reach, inhale, up, exhale, lower, inhale, switch. Reach, up, lower, switch. Reach, up, lower, switch. Reach, up, lower, switch. Last one. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Crisscross. Start your twist. Now the legs do like they used to. Just reach out and kick. Reach out and kick. And twist. And twist. You're twisting toward the bent knee. And exhale. And exhale. And exhale. And exhale. A few more times. Now twist toward your camera. Your right leg should be out long. Untwist. Bring the right leg up. Left leg long along the floor. Hamstring pull, pulse, pulse. Switch and pulse, pulse. And exhale. Keep going. See if you can lift the shoulder blades off the mat. There we go. Flatten that belly. Relax the neck. One more time each side. And rest, knees to chest. Move your body around if you want to. Hope everybody's doing okay. Going back to bridging, we're going to do some strengthening here. Nothing fancy. Find your home position, take your inhale. Exhale, you know how to roll up to a bridge. Here's another cue I learned recently. So I talked about the hip creases. Those hip creases are opened up, stretched out. There's all kinds of light coming in there. The gluteal crease, little crease right under your butt, that's closed up. Get that gluteal crease closed up. Hip crease is opened up. That keeps you nice and straight in that long straight line. So we're going to leave our arms down. We're going to take our left leg straight up to the ceiling and point the foot. We're going to hold that leg lifted from here on out. Take your inhale. Exhale, lower the spine one vertebra at a time. Take your inhale at the bottom as the sacrum comes down. By the way, this is a nice little stretch. We'll exhale, roll back up again. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly lower. Now, where are you holding tension? You got tension in your neck, try to relax the neck. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll up. Toes come closer to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale at the bottom. Again, exhale up. Very nice. We're going to stay lifted. One extra breath here. Relax the arms. And then bend the knee and take the left foot to the floor. Right leg up. No rest for us. Long, straight leg. Take your inhale. Exhale, lower one vertebra at a time. Pause, inhale. Here's that nice stretch. Exhale, roll back up. And inhale. And again, exhale. One bone at a time coming down. Stay in your stretch. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, roll up. Very nice. I think we're even. I can't remember. I wasn't counting very well. Just to be safe, we'd better do one more. Exhale down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, tuck and roll back up. Once you're up there, then we'll bend that knee and take the right foot to the floor. Level out your hips. Get the pubic bone up a little higher. One last inhale. Exhale, lower one vertebra at a time. Knees to chest. Get a sip of water if you want a sip of water. I'm going to take a quick gulp. I'm also checking on the time. We got lots of time left. All right, lying on the mat. We're going to be resting our hips on our block or rolled up towel. Let me show you what we're going to do if you don't have any of those. What you're going to do is lift up your hips a little bit and bring your hands under your hips. That way your hips are lifted up a little higher than your body. You could maybe rest your hips on your fists. I don't know, that wouldn't work. You could stack the hands or not. You decide how you want to be. I'm going to use the block. By the way, if you don't have a block yet, you might want to invest in one. They're not that expensive. We're going to lift up to our bridge. The block goes under our hips, under the sacrum, the flat way. Everybody the flat way, not the tall way. What we're going to be doing is lifting our legs up here, so do one at a time. If you feel comfortable like that, that's fine. If you feel you need to adjust the block, that's fine. And I'm going to do a little adjustment myself because I'm sliding in that direction too far. So here's what we're going to do. You can take your arms slightly out to the side if you want for a little more stability, like a low V. We're going to have our legs straight up to the ceiling. We want to firm up the belly and narrow the waistline. And then we're going to take a little external rotation in the hip joint. We're going to do leg circles. Each leg circles out. It's like a little semicircle. They come together and they come back up together. We'll do that again. We inhale, circle out. And exhale, legs come up together. And inhale out. And exhale, legs come up together. Let's go the other direction. Inhale as the legs move away from you, and then exhale, circle out, come together. You have 2 more to go. You decide how big you want to make the circles. One more time. And come together. Very nice. Now, we're going to do something you haven't done before. I want you to have the feet neutral, not completely flexed, not completely pointed, just where they feel comfortable. Oh, just separate the legs by a few inches, and then we're going to lower the legs maybe 10 to 20 degrees. Now take external rotation in the hip joints, so your feet make a V. And then as you inhale, open the legs just directly out to the side as wide as they'll go. And then give me internal rotation in the hip joints and close the legs up. So it's external rotation open, internal rotation close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And inhale, open. And exhale, close. Now we're going to change the sequence. So we open the legs in the internal rotation. Then we take external rotation, close the legs up. Inhale, exhale. Internal rotation, external rotation. One more time. Very nice. And what I want you to do now is bend both knees and just carefully, gently pull them in toward your chest. Feel a nice stretch along the back of the lumbar spine, the low back, and it should feel really good. Okay. Bring one foot down to the floor, other foot down to the floor. Lift your hips off the block, slide it away. Take one inhale, and exhale, lower one vertebrae at a time. And we're just going to roll up the sitting, however you want to do it. Okay, so let's do our back support. This is like the reverse plank. We're going to point our feet, the legs are together, the hands are on the mat behind us, fingers forward. Before we start, we lengthen the spine. We really glide those shoulder blades down, and it's like you're lifting up the chest, and already you're arching the back a little bit. Your options are to exhale and lift up about 1 inch, and we'll all come down. You can lift up a little higher, exhale, lift, and come down, or you can lift up almost all the way into a straight line. And we'll inhale down. We're all going to move through more. Okay, lift it out of the shoulders. Even lifting up 1 inch is fine. You're doing a lot of work. Last one. And lower. So we have our legs together. We have our feet pointed. What a great time to do a roll up, or I should say a roll back. Arms are forward. Go into your C curve. Take your inhale. Exhale to slowly roll all the way down to the mat, trying to keep the legs down. Now we'll inhale as the head comes down, the arms go out to the side, and we're going to go right into our corkscrew. So one leg up, other leg up. Let's flex our feet and straighten the legs as best we can. On the inhale, pivot the hips toward your screen. On the exhale, semicircle the legs down and around to the other side and come back to the middle. Other direction, inhale out, and exhale, semicircle around, and come to the middle. To the camera, to the screen, inhale, exhale, back to the middle. Other direction, inhale, exhale, back to the middle, and one more each side. You can make it more challenging by doing bigger semicircles. You can make it easier by doing smaller. Last one. And back to the middle. We'll go ahead and pull both knees into the chest. And where are we? Let's see. Let's roll up to sitting again. We haven't done teaser in a long time. So we're going to go into it nice and easy. I'd like you to bring your legs together with the knees bent, holding onto the back of the legs. Just bring your upper body back so it's like you've tilted back your lawn chair. And then we'll let go of the legs. Straighten your left leg and keep the knees lined up. Hold here. And bend the knee, foot to the floor. Keep your upper body where it is. Knees together, straighten the right leg. Think happy thoughts. And bend the knee. Let's sit upright, take a little break. Round your spine a little if it feels good. And we're going to do that again. Arms forward, we'll tilt back. You have the option. You can repeat what we just did. Or if you want to work a little harder, straighten both legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And one foot down, other foot down. Rest. And you get another opportunity. We're going to lean back again. Arms forward. Try to have a straight spine. Straighten the right leg. You're welcome to stay here or straighten the left leg. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One foot down, other foot down. Round your back. Let's frog the legs. Bottoms of the feet together. Knees bent 90 degrees. Knees out to the side. Take a stretch. So feel the muscles along the back of the spine stretching out. Good. Roll over onto your side. I am going to take off this little microphone box and just set it down. So this is really cool. We're going to go into a clam. And what I want you to do is lie on your side facing your camera. And if it's okay for your neck, rest your head in your hand just like this. Now, if it makes your neck unhappy, you'll just take the lower arm out long, rest your head on your arm or under a folded up towel. I'm going to do it this way. Now, I want you to bend your knees with your knees together, and your feet should be lined up with your spine. In other words, the legs are not out to the front like this, but the feet are lined up with the spine. So, lightly co-contract here. Lift both feet up off the mat. Now separate your heels, but keep your big toes and your toe balls touching. Now, without rolling the hips back, just open up the clam as wide as it'll go, and then close the clam again. We'll do that again. I like to exhale to open, and inhale to close. We'll open and close. Now the juicy part of this is right here. When you open the clam, you're always trying to get a little more, and then close. Both feet stay in the same place, right? Especially that lower foot, it stays lifted. And close. Now we're going to add on. We open the clam, and then we hold the lower leg in place, but with the upper leg we take internal rotation. How far can you go? And then external rotation, the toes touch again, and close the clam. And again, open the clam, internal rotation, external rotation, and close the clam. And again, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. One more and I'll add on. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Pay attention. Exhale, inhale, take the internal rotation. Exhale, take the external rotation. Inhale, straighten the upper leg. Exhale, bend the upper knee. Inhale, close the clam. That was fun. Let's do it again. Open, and internal rotation, external rotation, straighten the leg, bend the knee, close the clam, open, internal rotation, external rotation, straighten the leg, bend the knee, close the clam. One more time. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, close the clam, and we'll exhale, lower the feet. Let's push ourselves up to sitting. That was short and sweet, right? Let's go onto our other side, facing your screen, and we'll do the same routine. Okay, so just be sure those feet are lined up with your spine. You can have your head all the way down if you want to. Kickstand hand in place. Okay, we lift up both feet. We separate the heels, but the toes and the toe balls touch. We open the clam. Exhale. Inhale, close the clam. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. I think we did 4 on the other side, so we're going to do 4 here. And again, now that you've gotten loosened up, you should be able to open the clam a little wider. Go for it, go for it. And close. Adding on to that, exhale, open. And then inhale, take the internal rotation. And then the external rotation. And close the clam. And again, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, again, exhale, open, internal, external, and close. One more time. And close. Adding on, external, internal, external, straighten the leg, internal, bend the knee, and close the clam. Let's do it again. Exhale, open. Inhale, take the internal. Say that fast. Exhale, external rotation. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, close the clam. Again. Open. Internal rotation. External rotation. Straighten the leg. Bend the knee. Close the clam. We have one more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And relax. Hopefully you feel equal on both sides. Go ahead and pound this out if you want. We're going to lie down on our belly after we take a child's pose, a rest pose. So, this is okay. If your knees are a little achy, if you can take the full child's pose, feel free. Take a few breaths here. Very nice. So going into our basic back extension first, let's lie down on the belly. We've done this a million times. I'm going to talk you through it anyway. Feet are pointed, legs are long and together. Arms are long. That means shoulder blades are down. So it's like you're reaching down toward the outside of your ankles, and then press the hands and the arms into the side of the body. Now draw the belly in and make your waistline narrower, and draw the toes further away from the top of your head, whatever that takes. The feet are going to stay down. We inhale, just use the muscles in the upper back to lift up the head, chest, and shoulders. For now, don't worry about how high you come up. Exhale, lower, and hover, and keep the body long. And inhale, lift. Maybe you can go a little higher. And exhale, slowly lower. Follow the breath. Inhale, maybe a little higher still. And exhale, lower and hover. We're going to go for 2 more. Inhale, lift, shoulders down. Leg squeeze. Exhale, lower and hover. 1 more time. Inhale. Higher. And exhale, lower. Take each of the arms out in front of you. Let the legs come apart a little bit, not quite the width of your mat. And let's draw the shoulders slightly down, the shoulder blades slightly downward. Palms on the floor. So we're going to prep for swimming. I want you to, again, deep inside your body and in your mind, lengthen your spine and narrow the waistline. Lift up the left leg. Keep it straight if you can, and lift up the right arm. We're going to hold for 2 slow breaths. And come down. Allow your body to reorganize. Right leg up. Left arm up. Hold for 2 slow breaths. And we come down. Good. Again, reorganize the body. Now, we're going to do 2 short sets of swimming. The first one's going to be slow, and the last one will be faster. So let's think about all our connections. How do we set up our body? How do we firm up the belly? Let's lift up both arms and both legs. Pump them slowly in opposition. Pump, 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 pump. Doesn't have to be big. Work from the center of your body. Pump, 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 and rest. Stack the hands under the forehead. Take a few breaths. Give all those muscles along the back of the body a little time to soften. And then we're going to do it again. Arms forward. Set your body. This time we'll be going a little faster. Lift everything up. And here we go. Pump, 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 pump. Da, 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 da. Breathe. Keep going. Try not to let the center of your body rock around. Breathe. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Stack the hands. Take a few breaths. When you're ready, come up to all fours. I want you to round your back only a little bit. Only a little bit. Go slow. Take an extra breath or 2. Now on the inhale, arch the back as much as you want. Lift up the tail feathers. Chest glides forward and up. Now as you exhale, you can round the back a little bit more. And inhale, arch the back. Good. 1 more time. Exhale. Now you can round the back all the way. And we'll inhale, arch. Good. I'm going to look at my clock here. Hey, look at this. We have another 60 seconds, so we can do a plank. Come to a neutral position. Be sure you're pressing all 10 of your digits into the floor, the palms of the hands into the mat. Straighten out your right leg, curl the toes under, and notice how your hips don't lift or lower. They stay right here. Now, we're going to tuck our pelvis a little bit before we do the other leg. So that means, again, pubic bone a little closer to rib cage. And then straighten out the other leg. Don't change the hips. Leave those hips right there. Keep the pelvis tucked. Widen your shoulder blades. Good, and breathe. If you can see yourself on your little screen in that little box, maybe if we're on Zoom, you can check yourself out. We don't want the hips to drop. No, we don't want the hips to lift up. Straight line. And 2 more breaths. Keep that neck nice and long without dropping the head. And 1 knee down, other knee down. Rest pose. We'll take about 2 easy breaths here. Nice. Come on up. Come to sitting. Face your screen. Oh, now I can see everybody. Not really. So we're going to straighten our legs out, bring the legs together. We're going to sit up tall and straight with a flat back. If you need to bend your knees, that's fine. Relax your arms. Inhale, arm circles out and up. Exhale, round your back first and then roll forward. Reach for your toes. If you can't reach your toes, just rest your hands on your shins. We're going to take about 2 breaths. Let's finish our exhale. We'll let go of the feet. On the inhale, we'll stack the spine 1 vertebra at a time, starting from the bottom, finishing up at the top. Head comes up last. Arms go forward. Even though you're at home by yourself, give yourself a hand. And we'll be back again next Friday, 1 o'clock, for another episode. Thanks for joining in.